Hey, this is Duncan, co-host of Skill Talk. Look, we got another great episode coming up for you in just a few seconds, but first, got a few things I want to remind you about. Number one, please make sure you check out our website. That's S3TEM.com. S3TEM.com. That stands for Soft Skills for STEM. Now, while you're on the website, the second thing you need to do is make sure you sign up for our mailing list. That way you never miss an episode, and you also get to take advantage of all the new free resources on soft skills training that we're going to have for you. And the final thing is, make sure you check out our Success Lab. That's where you can find all of the activity sheets that go along with the Skill Talk episodes. And you also find some videos of our live events, some of the archives, okay? So I'll tell you what, enjoy the episode. See you soon.
Welcome to a special edition of Skill Talk. We're live here on location at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis in Atlanta, Georgia, where we just finished the third annual Soft Skills for STEM workshop. My name is Michelle Lee, the founder of Soft Skills for STEM, and of course you know my co-host, Duncan.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
The master.
I'm the master today?
No, the master of the ceremony.
Oh, no.
You did your thing this workshop.
Okay.
The theme of the workshop was building blocks for success.
That's right. That's why I have to be in there. Dr. Michelle B. Lee. The B stands for building blocks. We had soft skills are the building blocks for success. We're still excited, fired up. Students, advisors, faculty members just took off a little while ago. You know what? We're still excited here.
Yes,
I sit up here like, this is the vision that you were looking for when you got started, Doc. You wanted to see students coming together, being able to work on their soft skills, and pulling up their awareness and developing their ability to work on their soft skills, and more importantly, use them actually in real life situations. And I think we saw a whole lot of that this weekend.
We did. Do you want to give a rundown?
Yeah, okay, well, let's run through the workshops. First of all, let's get some folks some shout outs. Look at that workbook right there. You want one, don't you? Look at that. You should have been here. You could have had one of these. Okay, so
it's on sale for $9.99.
Oh my God, you gonna sell it now? Okay, so they got a workbook to go along with it, where they were able to capture their notes, get a lot of handouts, so that they could capture this information and take it back, and not just feel good at the workshop, but be able to take it back with them and use it at school or in the workplace or in their internships or whatever it is. So we had a great group of workshop presenters. We had a great team here, and you know, we just want to give some shout outs. First of all, we want to shout out some of the schools that were in attendance. So I know we had Morehouse was here, right?
Yeah, Morehouse.
Okay, yeah.
Alcorn State.
We had Alcorn State here. We had Alabama, A&M. That's right.
Howard University.
Howard was here. Payne.
Yeah, Payne, Allen.
Allen, Benedict. Yeah. Some more here? It should have been some more here. We didn't say your school name, and we were supposed to, then you can beat me up later. But if we did say your school name because you wasn't here, we want to see you next year, okay? All right, good.
And I also want to give special thanks to our speakers.
Yes, absolutely. So we had some great workshops. I know we got a lot of good feedback. Students love the workshops. Run down, give us some of the titles. Run them down.
So we have Pamela Bivens. She gave
cross-generational communication, right? Because we got how many generations in the workplace right now? Four
generations.
4 generations in the work. Can you name them? Okay, let's see. Traditionalists. Let's see if we pay attention.
We have the traditionalists,
baby boomers,
Generation X,
okay,
and the millennials. Generation Y.
Okay, good. There we go. All right, good. So.
And then we had Silent Success by Dr. John Igwebike.
That's right. Provost of Alcorn.
Yes.
Great speaker, always comes out. The Silent Success. It was all about one of the skills that we that we're taught the least, but we use the most, and that is listening. That's one of the things he said that I love. He showed how 45% of our time in our learning is spent listening, but that's the least amount of training that we receive. So he gave a great workshop on that. I was messing with him. He got in front of the room. I told all the students to go, shh, because that's silent success.
So let's give him a moment of silence.
Then we go to a moment of silence. Dr. John, this is for you. You like that? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, then we had Dr. Juana Mendenhall, and she actually gave a presentation on the soft skills success plan.
Now, that's one of the things we love. If you haven't seen it, go to s3tem.com, go to our website, get yours, download it. What it is that it's a soft skill success plan that you can use to begin to develop and build your soft skills. You can find out what some of your strengths are, what are some of the best and most well-known and in-demand soft skills in the industry. So this whole plan is to help you begin to think about your goals, your career aspirations, and how soft skills will lay the foundation to help you build that success.
Yes, and then we had Dr. David Rude,
Yes.
the Chief Learning Officer from the National Nuclear Security Administration. He came and gave his workshop on emotional intelligence.
I like that. First of all, I was happy because, you know, the students appreciated this and we understood too. You know, dealing with a C-level executive, you don't always get a chance to interact with them at such an early age. So anytime we got a Chief Learning Officer to show up from NNSA, National Nuclear Security Administration, we're excited. We love that. We were thrilled about it. He talked about emotional intelligence. You know what? It was very helpful, very beneficial. We could all always use some more emotional intelligence.
That's right. And the last speaker was Darius Swinton.
Yep.
And he talked about managing your space.
You know how that is. You don't want nobody all up in your face, but maybe you do. Like everybody, we got our little spot. We got our zone. It's about your space, your comfort zone, how you feel that you need to be addressed or dealt with so that you can become successful. He talked to the students about that. Another great workshop right there. So we love our workshop presenters. We're very happy they're part of the team, and they always receive very high marks from the students. So I'm thrilled. I was happy about that.
Yes, and something that we did implemented this year that was new was that poster competition.
Yeah, that was a new thing, boy. They was fired up. They was happy about that. Yeah, I had them saying, poster, project, presentation, rocket, poster, project, presentation, rocket. Yeah, so we was having fun. Just say we lit, turned up, all that stuff. I thought it was great. And the students were able to break into groups and begin to not just get lectures and handouts and learning about soft skills, they got to actually implement. So we're talking about experiential learning so that you can use them right there on the spot with students you may or may not even know.
Yeah, so Al, what did you like most about the poster competition?
What the thing I like the most is that, once again, and we have to always stress this, is that you get a chance to, right then and there on the spot, take what you've been learning, take what you've been given, and put it to action and find out the reason why we say soft skills are very difficult to teach. Matter of fact, some of them are impossible to teach. And the reason that's challenging is because everybody has their own style. And when you start mixing your style with somebody else's, it turns to a whole new thing. So the way you communicate with one person might not be how you communicate with somebody else. The way you collaborate with one person may not be how you can collaborate with someone else. Decision making, problem solving, all these things start to change as you change the dynamics and the group individuals that are there. But what we learn is that there's a diversity of thought that can be brought into this thing, and that's very powerful. You don't want one style of thinking. You don't want that, because if you got one style of thinking and that style can't deal with the problem, then we can't get the problem solved. So you want diversity of thought. And what I like is that we got to see the students hop up right there on the spot and deliver. They got to work on it, doesn't explain to you. So they got to work on this poster. You got to go put this thing together. You got to go get a group of people you don't know, go get together, get a theme from one of our 5 soft skills clusters, work on this thing, come back and let us see something, okay? And we didn't give them a whole lot. A few markers, some construction paper, things of that nature, a poster board, right. Not a lot. And we saw a whole bunch of creativity. And then not only do we want to hear about your poster, we want to see you deliver. Stand, give us something. Give us something witty. Give us something creative. Help us experience and interact with you and understand how you all are applying these learning concepts. So I thought that was powerful. They came up with some cool team names. I wrote them down and look at these things.
You want to run them down?
I'll run them down. We had Team Comfy.
Right. And the Comfy when they explained it, I was
Explain
like, wow.
that. Yeah.
You know, computer science and physics. That's how they came up with comfy, because I was like, comfy. You know, when they first came out with it, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good coming together. It's almost
good.
like J-Lo, Jen-Lo.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Right out with that. The only problem I had with comfy, you know what the problem was?
What?
When they had me this thing, I couldn't read the thing. I'm like, I thought it said comply at first.
Oh.
Right, when it said comfy, I was like, cool, they straightened me out. We like that.
Okay.
Next team up was the A-Team. They did a great, and you know, they had a cool little chant.
Well, you know, when I said the A-Team, you know what I thought about? Mr. G.
Yo, I pity the fool, right? Okay. I pity the fool who don't know soft skills. Right, okay, I got you. So we got the A-Team, that was cool. And then we had, what's the name for last? They actually won. We had Charlie, right? Okay, we had Charlie. We was with that. We had the Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
They did a great thing too. And then we had our grand prize winners actually won, and that team was Nexcellence. So Nexcellence did a great job. They had the next level of excellence, Nexcellence. We love the whole thing.
Yes, creativity. They showed some soft skills.
They did all the presentations. I told all the students there. We kept saying the whole time, all of y'all winning for real. Like we only chose a winner just to make it interesting and so we can give away some prizes. But all of them were winning. The whole weekend they showed up sharp, prepared, ready to do what they do. And sometimes when you show up to conferences like this, and this is why we love the S3 conference, because it ain't all about us flapping our gums. It's about letting the students shine, letting them do what y'all want to do, right? And so that's why we feel so passionate and why we love it.
Yes, and I got some interesting feedback from the conferences, especially from the professors. They have never seen their students in this light.
Okay.
And students are normally quiet, and they're like, we didn't know, so they saw them in a different light. And so that right there was inspiring to me. Yeah,
because we saw kind of personalities. We saw some more laid back that started bringing it more out. We saw some that are used to being in the front that said, hey, let me let my team get some too. So, we were able to see that. We got some funny one-liners. Well, we had some guy up in the hip-hop skills, hip-hop, supposed to be in the hip-hop persona as part of the skit. And somebody asked him about his soft skills. He said, soft skills? I'm hard. I was like, that thing tripped me out.
Oh, the one I like was the Black History Month.
That was great.
When I said, I have a dream.
You need to wake up. Right now, they got, listen, y'all know that's terrible. You can't be talking to Martin like that, okay? But they have Malcolm X and Martin up on the stage talking. It was cool. They had W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T talking. So what we're trying to say is, given the opportunity and the ability, I feel like the students were able to exceed and do more than they even believed was possible. And not just that, like you said, some of their professors, everybody was surprised. So overall, once again, I feel bad for you if you wasn't there. You need to come, okay? The S3 conference is where it's at. You never see nothing like that.
That's right. But if you're jealous, plan to come next year.
Next year?
To the 4th annual.
Yep.
Soft Skills for STEM workshop.
I'll be there. We don't even know the thing yet, but it's going to be good.
And, after this video, we'll post some highlights of the poster competition to make you more jealous that you weren't here.
Right.
But, Al, I think, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, we done gave them enough. That's it. That's it. You should have been there. I keep teaching you because we've been trying to get the word out. We've let people know. So come on, enjoy. Come get your Duncan Nuggets and all that good stuff, right? Yeah. And we just want to see y'all next year. And we had a good time with y'all again on another episode of Skill Talk. My name is Al Duncan. On behalf of Dr. Michelle B. Lee, we look forward to seeing you again on a future episode. And until then, be safe, be well, and be blessed.
Duncan.
The show is made possible thanks to the National Nuclear Security Administration.